Hi everyone, today we are going to see about hospital. Let us have a small introduction about hospital. Nowadays, everyone should expose to the hospital once in a life to prevent his disease condition. The word hospital derived from the Latin word hospitalis, which in turn derived from French word hospice, that means a host or a guest. A hospital is a healthcare institution providing treatment to patients with specialized staff and equipment. Hospital is an institution that is built, staffed and equipped for the diagnosis of disease and to give the treatment for both cases, medical and surgical, who are under sick or injured person. Let us have a discussion about definition. Hospital is an integral part of a social and medical organization, the function of which is to provide for the population complete health care, both curative and preventive, and host outpatient services reach out to the family and its home environment. The hospital is also a center for the training of health workers and for biosocial researchers. Here, hospital is a place for receiving proper care for his illness, either medical or surgical. It will provide the complete health care to ill person in the sense of curative, which means cure the disease conditions by giving of treatment. Preventive in the sense of giving education, immunization, vaccines before occurrence of disease condition. It will also help the health worker to get training and research. Now we will discuss about functions of hospital. The main functions include, here I mentioned that those are patient care, diagnosis and treatment of disease, outpatient services, medical education and training, medical and nursing research, prevention of disease and promotion of health. Now we will discuss about patient care. Hospital is a medical institution where client is getting treated care by the healthcare team. The client are treated according to priority or their needs. For example, the emergency care is provided to client with heart attack than the client came with the general weakness. Diagnosis and treatment of disease. As soon as client reaches to the healthcare team, the complete assessment is to be done, which is helpful for the further treatment of a patient care. Outpatient services. The people who does not need to admit in the bed, for those the treatment should be done in the outpatient services. Next one, medical education and training. Some of the hospitals are attached with the medical colleges, nursing colleges. These are provided education to the medical students or nursing student. Medical and nursing research. In this research, all the incidence and prevalence rate, mortality rate, etc. are to be calculated from the hospital settings. Next one, prevention of disease and promotion of health, which means proper measures should be taken for disease prevention, like by giving of immunization, vaccines, education to the people for healthy habits, screening of diseased people, etc. Promotion of health, which means enabling the people to maintain and improve their health status. Example, providing child and family nutrition, injury prevention, smoking cessation and promotion of family, etc. Now we will see classification of hospital. The hospital have been classified in many ways. It can be classified into different types depending upon different criteria. They classified according to length of stay of the patient, clinical basis, ownership or control basis, objective, size, management, system of medicine. Let me discuss about classification of hospital. According to length of stay, the hospital is divided into two types, short term and long term. The short term hospital also we can call as a acute hospital, which the patient stay for a short time period in this hospital. Example, fever or ulcer. Long term hospitals also called as a chronic hospital. The patient who needs long term care, those patients will stay long in the hospital. For example, TB or cancer. Next, Clinical basis, the hospital is divided into general or specialty. General hospital, these are licensed hospital and are considered as general hospital. Specialty hospital, these are mainly focused on treating such conditions like heart diseases and cancer, etc. Based on the ownership, the hospital is divided into 4 types. Public hospital, voluntary hospital, voluntary nursing home and cooperative hospital. Public hospitals are non-profitable, which are run by the government. Voluntary hospitals, these are operated under the individual. Voluntary nursing home, these hospitals is a facility for the residential care of elderly or disabled people. Next, corporate hospital. These hospitals which are public limited companies under the companies, for example, Apollo. Based on the objectives, the hospital is divided into 4 types, that is teaching cum research hospital, general hospital, specialized hospital, isolation hospital. Now we will see about teaching cum research hospital. It is a hospital to which the college is attached for the medical or any nursing education. The main objective of this hospital is to teaching based on a research and provision of health care. Example, AIIMS. General hospital. In this, the care should be provided to the common disease conditions like PSC. Specialized hospital. In this, the medical and nursing care is to be provided on a specific disease or any condition like TB, ENT, leprosy or STD. Isolation hospital. Those hospitals in which the person suffering from infections or any communicable diseases, those cases should be isolated in specialized hospitals. Those hospitals we will call as a isolation hospital. Epidemic diseases hospitals, Bangalore. Based on the size, the hospital is divided into 5 types like teaching hospital, district hospital, taluk hospital, CSC and PSC. Teaching hospital, based on the size of capacity is 500. It will be increased according to number of student. District hospital, the capacity of district hospital is 200 bed and it will be increased up to 300 depending upon the population. Taluk hospital, the bed capacity of taluk hospital is 50 and it may be raised depending upon the population to be served. PSC and CSC, the bed capacity is 6 to 10. Maybe it will be increased depending upon the population. According to management, the hospital is divided into 5 types. Union government hospital, state government hospital, autonomous bodies, private hospitals and voluntary hospital. Union government hospitals, all hospitals administered by the government of India. These are run by the railways or military. State government, these are the hospital administered by the state or union including the police, prison or any irrigation department, etc. Autonomous bodies, all the hospitals is established under the special act of parliament. Private hospital, all private hospitals are owned by an individual or by private organization. Voluntary agencies, all voluntary agencies hospitals are operated by a voluntary body or any charitable society. Based on the system, the hospital is divided into 5 types. Allopathic hospital, Ayurvedic hospital, homeopathic hospital, Unani hospital, other system. These all the types generally we are seeing in normal in society. Now we will discuss about organization of hospital. Every hospital is a regulated organization with multiple departments, like starting with outpatient department. In this department, all the services the patient can be get. Those services are medical, surgical, OBG and gynecology, ophthalmology, ENT, pediatric, orthopedic, cardiology, urology, neurology and psychiatry, etc. The patient can consult the doctor, the patient can undergo the investigations, the patient can be treated with the minor disease condition, the patient will get the health education, and the patient will receive the specialty services and rehabilitation services also. The other department is emergency and also called as a casualty department. In this department, the emergency cases is to be treated like any accident, any cardiac arrest or any breathing difficulty. And the casualty is located in an area which is easily accessible to the patient. Next department is inpatient services. Patient who require the continuous medical care, those are admitted into the inpatient services. They can get the services like dietary, pharmacy and other paramedical services like radiology and laboratory. And other department is nursing department. This is the most important department to give the care to the proper nursing care to the patient. The head of the department is nursing superintendent. Under her, other personals like assistant nursing superintendent, nursing supervisors, head nurses and staff nurses should be there. All nurses should possess registration license to practice as a nurse in the hospital. Nursing education services. These are attached nursing educational institutions. Nursing courses will be provided in these educational institutions like ANM, GNM, BSc nursing, post BSc nursing and MSc nursing also. Paramedical department. In this paramedical department, including laboratory and different sessions will be there. In that laboratory, various investigations are carried out in the laboratory like urine, feces and blood. Different sessions like hematology, biochemistry, bacteriology, parasitology, pathology and blood bank also will be there in the laboratory session. And one more department is radiology. These radiology examinations are treated or to be provided to the patient. In this department, it should be maintained by the safety precautions to prevent radiological exposures to the patients and staff of the hospital. And one more department is dietary. The dietary department is responsible for providing the proper meal and nutritional care and counseling for the particular patient. The dietitian will take care about the particular patients like diabetic patient and any nephrology patient. Next department is pharmacy. This department is responsible for storing and dispensing medicines and IV fluids for the patients. Other departments like administration and accounts. This is responsible for organizing and overseeing the health services and daily activities of the hospital. Housekeeping. This is responsible for maintaining of cleaning, including floors, walls or tables, any other types of the equipment. And maintenance. This is responsible for effective functioning of the hospital by maintenance of the medical equipment. Then one more thing is CSSD, which means Central Sterile Service Department. In this department, all the equipment is going to be sterile in this department and it will be served to the other department in the hospital. Laundry department. This department is responsible for providing an adequate, clean and constant supply of linen to the all wards. Still now we discussed about hospital, introduction of hospital, definition of hospital and classification of hospital, different functions of hospital and how the organization of hospital. Thank you.